Hello and welcome to a Smurp video, and today we are looking at TransArt BWM12 Wing Wolf Combatant, aka Fusord Silverbolt, age 16s plus. And on this side we have Black Arachnia, which I thought was a little bit bizarre, especially as it's the Transmetal 2 version, and they're nice artwork there. I do like that. And then on this side we have tarantulas, so yeah, very odd. And on the top, beautiful there, and there, just some other stuff. Oh, English instructions on the bottom. I've never actually seen that. That's pretty decent. So without ado, let's bring him in. Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. So first of all, we have a card. I do collect these. I wish I'd realized that I was collecting them because, well, I don't know what happened to the Optimus Primal one. So if he ever gets re-released, I'm going to have to buy another one. But I did hear on the grapevine from my friend Jimmy that I think TransArt may be moving away from Beast Wars. I'm not sure if there's perhaps they've been told that they can't do anything or buy the car or something like that. But I hope that's generally not true, because there's still some figures to get. I still want Season 3 Primal, Season 3 Megatron in the right sizes. We definitely need a Rampage. And there's probably a couple others that I may have just conveniently forgot out of my mind. So, bear in mind this is Season 2 and everything was super shiny. So therefore, Silverbolt is very super shiny here, but I think he looks absolutely brilliant. Let me try and get my thing in there. I love the different sort of tones on top of me. Just look at the top of that head. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful face sculpt. Definitely digging that. You can open his mouth. I will do articulation. Nice beautiful crystal on there, and then the piece that goes on underneath, and then you got these beautiful talons at the bottom, and the arms are what the arms are. You obviously have the dog arms on the back, so you know he is true to form in terms of what he is. And then you have these beautiful wings. You're gonna not stand now, aren't you? Of course you're not. So you do have these beautiful wings, and they look very well done in terms of detail with the feathers. I think they've done a fantastic job. So articulation, you've got movement on the wings, quite a bit of movement on the wings. Just be careful not to put too much pressure on there. You can lift up like that, and you've obviously got the sword in place there. I'm just going to try and bring them down just to hopefully make it a little bit easier for me in terms of reviewing this figure. So head can go all the way around, but it does, well, I say it goes all the way around, but the pieces at the back get stuck there. But you're never going to turn it around like that anyway. I'd find it very bizarre if you are. You can open up the mouth like so. He's got some gnaw and teeth in there, which I think is great. Now the arms, you're never going to get the full 360 on these because you've got the wings here. So that is always going to be a problem. You can poke that out as well to give you some more depth. You can lift up like so. You got a single on the arm, which is a little bit disappointing, but I think that's more about making it ready for the transformation. You do have finger articulation. Not all of them are individual. They pretty much go as one piece, and the thumb is still. Apologies, my arm was getting completely in the way, which is terrible. Legs can go all the way up. You can kick all the way forward, kick all the way back. Just bear in mind you do have this piece here. You have a swivel on there, and then you do have a nice grip there. And then you can move that side to side very carefully. And then you do have movement with the talons as well. So I think some nice articulation. Obviously, some of the transformations are impacting this figure in terms of statue, in terms of movements. So you are restricted on some little elements indeed. So let's bring in some of his Maximal brothers before I may pose the swords off camera, because then it's just easier for me to do that. But yeah, that's coming up. Now that looks absolutely awesome. In fact, it's so awesome that I'm actually struggling to fit them in a pose that suits all of their sizes, because Dinobot's reasonably big, Silverbolt's reasonably big, but also has wings, Rhinox, and obviously Optimus Primal. But, you know, whew, they all look fantastic together, and I'm looking forward to having these back on my shelf ready for display. So, without ado, let's do the transformation. Oh, also, sorry, he's got the swords on there so you can see how he holds them. And I've got to admit, once again, the color painting on there looks really, really good. And sorry, before we transform Silverbolt, not on camera. No, I'm terrible at that. I just wanted to show him next to Black Arachnia, because I feel it's very important that these two have screen time together, considering their romantic relations. And I think the size is really good. I really actually do like it. And, you know, Black Arachnia is still the perfect size as far as I'm concerned. And it's just great to have the pair together in this masterpiece size. Okay, here is Silverbolt in his alt mode, and the transformation wasn't as bad as what I thought it was, but there are still a couple of pinch points to remember, mainly the crutch area as you detach it and then reattach it. Those are probably the really things. So just remember, this is an expensive figure, so take your time with it. Don't rush anything. Watch videos. There's loads of videos out there that will be able to help you. So he's got a beautiful wingspan. Let me turn it that way. Beautiful wingspan. Goodness, I can't even get my words out, which looks absolutely gorgeous. You can press. There we go. And you can flap that. That's an interesting, nice gimmick. One that I wasn't actually expecting. I think that's pretty decent quality. You can obviously bring these around as well, so you can get him blasting out if you want. I still haven't figured out if there is a gimmick with this piece. Nothing obvious, and I don't actually mind that, because generally I'm not always a fan of the gimmicks. The wings flapping, I think they easily get away with that. I think that works. Now, let me just try and move that out. He has beautiful head sculpt in terms of, you can see the eyes in there. Sorry, this is a very tight angle. There we go, that's better. He actually reminds me of Rat Trap a little bit. So he does have some nice eyes in there. You can move the ears as well. And then obviously you have this nice molded mouth that you can close. And you can obviously move the head around, which I think is great. And he just looks very noble, let's be honest. Very noble. I think fabulous job. Now, oh, that's actually that crutch bit that I was talking about. It's actually come apart. That's always not a good sign. So just be careful. Let me try and see if I can do this. Why am I doing this on camera? I do apologize, because this is only going to end up in disaster, let's be honest. Right, let's span some space. Give me some space. And then we will bring in the gigantic, oh my goodness, Dinobot. Is this even going to work? So, sorry, this is more of a Season 3 gang, but Silverbolt was like this in Season 3. It didn't change until Beast Machines. Less said on that one, the better. But I just want to show his size compared to Cheetor. And obviously, the massive Dinobot, and then obviously Transmetal 2 Black Arachnia, which is probably, in my mind, the more important one to scale him up against, because they were a team even in this as well. So just to wrap it up, fabulous figure, really impressive. I'm very happy to have him in my collection, and to be that step closer to having 4 Beast Wars masterpiece collection in reality. Although there's probably some that I need to buy more off. Rhinox, for example, he's in 3 seasons the same, so I do have to consider that at some point. And maybe even Dinobot, because you can argue that, well, Dinobot in both seasons was the same. So yeah, I've got that to think about. That ultimate challenge off the fact that Dinobot is non-existent now in terms of buying. Hopefully one day he'll become released again, because I think I would buy him again. But yeah, for the moment, very happy with this little chappie. And well, clearly Megs is, as he has his little Predacon to attack the Maximals in their finest hour. Anyway, hope you like my video. If you do, please do support my channel by subscribing. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Really do appreciate it. Make sure you look after yourself. Very important these days. And as always, embrace geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.